This video is presented by Western and Southern Financial Group, a game plan for your financial future. Every great team starts with a strong foundation, and your future should too. With life insurance built like a championship roster, Western and Southern helps protect what matters most so you can focus on winning today while planning for tomorrow. Whether you're just starting out your journey, building your dynasty, or ready to retire like a champion, Western and Southern has the right play for your life stage. Visit westernsouthern.com to get your free life insurance quote today. Western and Southern, built to win.
Super Bowl 60 is this Sunday with the New England Patriots taking on the Seattle Seahawks. And Dalton, a big reason why the Patriots are here in the Super Bowl is, yes, the supporting cast for Drake Maye improved from what it was in his rookie year, but also Drake Maye has turned into one of the best quarterbacks in the NFL. In his second season, he could become the youngest quarterback ever to win a Super Bowl at only 23 years old, and he has been so lights out this year post-snap.
Absolutely. I think it's the biggest part of his development that's really happened this year under Mike Vrabel, under Josh McDaniels, and the Patriots through the personnel acquisitions and even just through the teachings of McDaniels to Maye. They've done such a great job of developing him, right? And he's about to face his toughest task now. Look, he's played some pretty good defenses. The Chargers, the Texans, the Broncos, all in the playoffs, harsh conditions. It has not been easy, but this might be the biggest task yet. When you're talking about Mike Macdonald and this Seattle Seahawks defense with so many stars, right? Leonard Williams, Byron Murphy, DeMarcus Lawrence, Ernest Jones, Devin Witherspoon,
yeah.
Nicky Menwari, everybody. All 11 guys on this defense are a threat, but schematically it is such a problem. And what Drake Maye is going to have to worry about is, you mentioned it, his post-snap vision has gotten so much better this season. The Seahawks are as good at rotating coverages as anybody in the league. But let's look at Drake Maye first and foremost on the offensive side. So we're talking about, when we talk about coverage rotations, we're talking about rotating safeties, right? You give you a cover 3 look, and then you rotate to cover 2 post-snap, or the other way around, right? You're rotating safeties, you're rotating the foundation of your coverage to mess with the quarterback after the snap. Against rotated coverages this year, how about the best passing grade in football? How about that? 91.8. That's elite stuff right there. 16 big-time throws. It's not just check down Charlie around here. We are attacking down the field. I believe that's second in the league behind Matthew Stafford. 10.2 yards per attempt. Leading the league. Love that. 82.7% adjusted completion. Leading the league. Love that. So we're attacking downfield with the big-time throws, and we're staying accurate. So not only has Drake Maye been making the right reads all year, he's been making the right throws, and the ball placement has been impeccable. This is going to be, both of those things are going to be a big key against an elite Seattle defense.
Yeah, I mean, looking at that right there, I mean, he leads the league in yards per pass, obviously, against disguised coverages, but also leading the league in adjusted completion rate. It just shows how good he is at diagnosing defenses post-snap.
Absolutely, making the right throws and making them accurately. All right, let's attack downfield a little bit here. This was one of the throws of the season, to be honest with you. All right, this is Cincinnati Bengals against the Patriots. Al Golden. Now, we've seen this look a lot, Max, especially you and me watching Al Golden the last couple of years at Notre Dame.
Cover 1.
Single high safety. Sure looks like cover 1, doesn't it? But post-snap, and as the ball is being snapped right now, what you're seeing, here comes Jordan Battle, flying back to the deep half. This safety back here, I believe that's Geno Stone, going to fly back to the deep half. Now, it looks like a blitz look. All right, they're coming. They're sending 0. Nah, all these linebackers dropping off. We're dropping off here, right? Dropping off even down here. Just everything's going to drop off. Okay, so we're not getting a blitz. They're showing me blitz. They're not sending it. We're dropping to Tampa 2, right? We're going to have a player actually in Barrett Carter running down the seam with the Tampa. So now, vertically, we're going to look at the top of the screen here. All we're doing, we got just a couple of verts going. Vertical routes going. All right, we're going to read this against cover 2. We're going to read this seam defender. And Drake Maye, look, again, he's got to do all this post-snap because this rotation's happening very late. Here we go. Now you see the structure of the defense here, okay? 1, 2 high safeties, 5 flat across the board, right? Cover 2. That's all we're looking at. Barrett Carter's looking to get to the seam right here, okay? And listen, we got on Barrett Carter a lot this year. He struggled. He didn't do a whole lot wrong on this play. He's running the seam. This is Pop Douglas getting up the seam right here. Safety's looking to split the 2 verticals, but everything on defense right now is going exactly as it should. Maye's got time in the pocket. Look at the nice clean pocket because they're not blitzing. How about it, right? Got time in the pocket, and he's reading now up to this seam and this safety. What are we looking at right now? Releasing the football. The safety broke outside because he's got to split the 2 verticals in half. He's just trusting his arm right here. Look, we're even right about here, but this is a tough throw. You want to talk about a big-time throw? We got to lead him right up here, get it right by the ear hole of this linebacker, right by the ear hole of this linebacker right here. This is a tight window throw, but when you get these rotations, you can't panic, okay? As long as you stay aggressive with a combination of patient mixed in there, you're going to be able to make throws like this. That's ridiculous. I mean, again, Barrett Carter did not do a whole lot wrong here. That's just such a great throw, attacking the safeties and understanding post-snap what they're trying to do. Outstanding stuff from Drake Maye there. All right, here we go. Now we've got a similar kind of concept here. Now, the Ravens showing me single high, right? Here's Malachi Starks right there. Kind of looks like, I don't know, we might be in 3, maybe in 1, but what in the world, what's Nate Wiggins doing, right? There's no outside corner. What are we doing with Nate Wiggins right here? What's going to happen? Okay, you're going to get some drop-off here from some of these linebackers. Drop into an inverted cover 2. Marlon Humphreys going deep half now. Double inverted cover 2, in fact. Here we go. Deep half. So my deep half is going to be taken by my 2 corners, Wiggins and Humphrey. Starks is going to sit here as kind of a rat, kind of a lurk player there. He's going to, instead of a Tampa linebacker running back, he's just going to sit right where he is, right there. Then you're going to get some other drop off to the flat and things like that, rotate out to the flat out here. So what you're going to get, one receiver runs right the seam, just like we had on the last play, okay? Down here, we're going to get a deep in cut with Mac Hollins, right? We got a dagger concept going, okay? So what your read is Malachi Starks. If he wants to sit and sit low and drive on the in cut, we're going to throw on the seam. We're going to throw the seam like we did on the last play against Cincinnati, right? Now, here he goes, sitting. You can see him turning. Here we go, getting to the seam. Malachi's going to get on top of it. Outcut from the back here, clears out this linebacker, and you can see the in-cut developing right in there. That's what we're looking for, is this high-low. Who is Malachi Starks running with? Drake Maye, calm and cool. Once again, clean pocket. We love good pass protection in New England, don't we? Clean pocket, reading Malachi Starks, boom, getting rid of the football. What did Starks do, Max? Where's he going?
Oh, he's coming back here.
He's getting vertical with Stephon Diggs. That makes sense to me. So Drake Maye, look, and against this Seattle defense, you're going to have to make some brave throws, okay? You are not going to check the ball down and beat them this entire game. You got to make brave throws. The last one was a tight window. This right here is Kyle Hamilton.
Yeah.
You got to make a deep in-cut throw and make sure you get it by Kyle Hamilton, because otherwise it's going the other way. You got to work it into this window right here, throwing it right now before Hollins even clears him. Bang. Perfect. On the money, high over the middle. Hollins is 6'5". He can get up there. Hamilton stood no chance. Again, seeing rotation, look, those are complicated coverages. You're talking about both corners dropping a deep half, and the line is flat and everything like that. Let's go the other way now. One more time in the playoffs. Now you're showing me 2 high, okay? 2 high safeties. Here we go. 1, this is Derwin James right here. We got to look out. We got to know where he's at all times, right? So what you're going to get here, all right, this linebacker, he's coming. He's blitzing. We got a drop off right out here. We're going to be in cover 3. Derwin James is going to come down and take up this vacated space in the flat where this linebacker left. Now we're going from 2 high to 1, cover 3. All right? Simple enough. Derwin James coming down, rotating to cover 3. Cool. Hunter Henry up here. Going to come in motion. We're going to get here. We're going to get this receiver, bend it in, flood the zones. Flood the zones, take the corner high. Henry's going to come over. He's going to run a corner. I'll show this again on the next slide because we got the layers going. We're trying to high-low some people. All right, here we go. Once again, Henry in motion. Get deep to the back corner of the end zone. Sail underneath it. Right there. You can see Derwin already starting to walk down. So a little bit pre-snap. Drake Maye's got to see the walk down and the rotation of the safeties there. Let's get into it. Boom. Now it's cover 3. 5-man rush up front. There's Derwin James. Rotating to cover 3. Cover 3. Cover 3. You can see this developing already. If Derwin James does not sink enough, which he didn't, if he doesn't see Hunter Henry outbreaking in time, we've got this throw. Now, we had a blitz up the middle here, just enough from the back, but Drake Maye's going to have to get rid of this football on time, under pressure a little bit. But here we go. Take the corner, take the sail, make sure you run it deep enough so James can't undercut it, and then I just need a perfect throw from my quarterback. Here we go, releasing it right now. And Derwin James, oh boy. We saw it a little bit late now, didn't we? Now we're in trouble. We got all this space to work with. Perfect throw from Drake Maye. Look at that. I mean, that's Derwin James trying to leap over the top to get here, and he just can't do it. The ball placement's outstanding. So when you talk about Drake Maye, seeing these coverages, it's going to be such a big key against a Seattle team that can do this right here. Second most coverage rotations in the NFL. Second in coverage grade, second in yards per coverage snap, second in open target percentage, first in forced incompletions. I'm sure Mike McDonald wanted him first in all these categories, but he'll take second in a lot of them. This is a dangerous defense when it comes to reading the field. post-snap. They do it as well as anybody. Drake Maye is going to have to carry that momentum they had all season into the Super Bowl and make some really brave throws into a really good secondary to win this game.
Yeah, considering the Patriots have had kind of an average run game this year, and Seattle is one of the best run defenses in the NFL, the chess match between Drake Maye and Mike McDonald is going to be a huge, huge X factor in Super Bowl 60.
Everyone's got takes. Numbers have truth. And the truth is, most people are betting with emotion. Sportsbooks feed on it. TikTok gurus sell it. The hype machine runs on it. That's how you lose. PFF is different. You're betting with winning data. The same data trusted by all 32 NFL teams and the sharpest minds in the game. PFF betting tools take every prop, every matchup, every angle, and run them through our custom models. Built on the best football data in the world. What comes back is your edge. Simple, sharp, and built to win. Want to go deeper? PFF puts a pro-level analytics department in your hands, giving you the same insights teams use to find every advantage. Build your game plan with matchup analysis. Project every snap, every matchup, and every edge before kickoff, because the smartest plays start long before Sunday. Hit rates show how a player performs against their prop and against defenses built the same way. It's the data that gives you real confidence in every pick. Next, Key Insights translates PFF data into the story behind every matchup, giving you the why that powers your bets. From coverage schemes to defensive looks, it's the context that turns raw numbers into winning decisions. When you're ready to take action, filter through every prop on the market and focus on the opportunities that matter, by game, matchup, or value. Then, shop for the best available line in your area and tap your book of choice to place the bet instantly. Everyone's got takes, but now you've got truth. Bet with data, win with PFF.